Hello.
Hello.
Once again, we are playing SRB2. We're doing a race, but things are a little bit different this time.
Yeah.
As you can see, my Mighty is a little different. It doesn't have that shell on its back. It doesn't have those weird sausage pointy ears. No, I'm
He
not
looks pretty
playing
spiky.
Mighty at all. Yeah, I'm not playing Mighty at all. In fact, I'm playing Sonic this time. A character I'm far more comfortable with because I've played SRB2 with Sonic for years to come. If you watch Crappy's last video, where I had explained several times that I was so used to Sonic, in fact, that I decided, okay, Crappy and I both decided, rather, that we'd actually do a race with the characters we're most comfortable with.
Yeah,
If
I
I
thought it'd be a good
haven't- yeah,
idea because even though I played Knuckles for the longest time in SRB2, I recently discovered that basically Mighty is the cross-section of Sonic and Knuckles. So he's the cross-section of that one game. So he has the running speed of Sonic, not the air speed without the Thok, but he has the running speed and the ability to climb walls, and it actually makes for a rather balanced and interesting race.
And it's interesting, because you say this all the time, you can actually sort of like create an artificial Thok using the wall jump, so he's sort
To
of
an
got
extent,
that, but it's
yeah.
just... But you need a wall to do so.
It's never as fast as the Thok unless I'm underwater.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it
my
makes
goodness,
for a very
I forgot.
interesting situational device.
Yeah, I forgot all about this. By the way, I'm Chengi. I didn't say this like 2 minutes ago, if you haven't watched the first video. Completely left that out. I just sort of jumped in there explaining what was going on without introducing myself.
Hey, everybody knows us already.
Yeah, maybe. I mean...
No, just the entire
people might
internet.
just-
We've already made our presence through the 1.5 videos uploaded.
We're famous. We're celebs.
So he's Chengi and I'm Crappy, and we've been playing SRB2 together for a couple weeks now since we just kind of discovered that we had this mutual interest. And we've had it for years and didn't know.
Yeah, like, alongside several other things, but like this being a humongous, like, important thing in both of our lives right now.
The other important thing to know about Mighty that I didn't know going into the last race, or even literally any of the other videos I've uploaded of Mighty so far, is that with the Custom Action 1 button, which is the thing you can set and program for custom characters, none of the default characters use it, you can actually kick up walls as opposed to kicking away from them. And it's not perfect, but man does it completely change everything, and I've developed some new strategies for these levels as a result.
Mm-hmm. A few other things we did while between now and our last race. You might notice there are 2 screens right now.
Yeah,
there
we're both
actually aren't 2
recording.
screens right now because I'm using my own monitor and he's using his own monitor, but in post there will be 2 screens. I'm sure they're on the screen that you're watching right now.
I would like to
Either
hope
way,
so.
my goodness, I'm almost out of breath already. Let's see. Yeah, there are 2 screens because I'm recording now as well. I figured we did an initial recording using OBS, and I had some awful settings that made this practically unplayable. This is I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but this is recording number 2 in a initial record of our race where we were doing this, and our initial recording was just awful. At least mine, because it just didn't make me perform
For the
well at
record,
all.
I haven't even checked my recording. It's probably okay, but I did in fact up the bit rate from last time as well, so hopefully
Yeah,
it
and
looks a little nicer.
Same here. I tampered with settings. Oh, something else. This is the Knuckles Chaotic Squad we're using. Do you want to go into detail about the spin state stuff that we figured out?
May as well.
Between now and then, because I want to catch my breath.
That's totally fine. So this is a WAD made by Manic TH14 that it does a few things. It adds Mighty, SBO, Vector, and Charmy from Knuckles Chaotix as playable characters, and tries to replicate their abilities from that game, which is of course why Mighty has the wall kick and the wall jump, or the wall climb rather. And the other thing it does is that whenever you press jump, when you're in a non-spin state, such as walking off a ledge or falling, or bouncing off a spring, you will go back into a spin state. And this is useful because if I have a good situation to check to demonstrate this.
I'm spectating Crappy right now, so just to like So you got to
like so. I can just kick right off this wall again because I'm in a spin state. Where normally, well, actually, that's not entirely true for Mighty because even though I don't immediately kick off the wall when I fall into a wall, I can still slide down it, which lets me jump off it anyway. But you know, it's a minute difference. For Sonic, that completely changes everything.
Yeah, I'm going to show on screen at the present moment that if I hold... Okay, I'm just going to start out with a jump. If I'm holding jump while I fall off a ledge, you'll notice that I revert into my spin state. Doing so, I can instantaneously Thok. I can also, if I can find one real quickly here, trying to think of words like a jet fume or something I can... Okay, here's one. You just notice there, if I hold down space, which is, by the way, my jump key, I should specify. If I hold down jump while reverting out, like Crappy was explaining, if I revert out of my fall state, I can go into my spin state using that, and also resume my Thok in the midst of that. So there's a little bit higher level of strategy here than there would be vanilla Sonic, which
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel that's gonna throw so much more possibilities for
now for the record,
getting.
Chengi is not practiced with this so much yet because we only had the conversation that this is a thing he could do, yesterday. Totally,
and I mean, I'm also, if I haven't iterated this enough already, reiterated rather, but I have played vanilla SRB2 Sonic again for a very, very long time. So as such, I'm used to this not being present. So a lot of muscle memory, it's going to be relying on a lot of muscle memory throughout this, and I'm probably going to forget that I have that most of the time, but I'm going to see if I can't utilize it, and I'm just going to have to remember that I am playing with this slight modification. But I think that's enough exposition. Do you want to go ahead and get started on the race?
I believe I'm ready.
I'm going to take a little bit of a stroll down here, and I'll tell you when I'm ready to switch myself. Just kidding. This was the entire race! I finished before you, Crappy!
Well, joke's on you. I don't finish at all.
Oh my goodness. Are we starting? We are starting!
Damn it. Here's my spin dash, and I run right into an enemy. So, immediately he's one green flower, zone 1. That's a given.
I thought you were going to say one green flower zone ahead of me, as in green flower being a unit of measurement. Might as well be.
Well, that was funny what I just did. Anyway.
Yeah, by the way, that's how you play Sonic in this game. What you just saw on screen right now.
Yep.
You just basically spam jump.
I mean, that's the other reason, is because Sonic can get through this level so quickly, I literally do not have any chance of beating him with Mighty at this one level.
But in the sense, these characters are broken in their own right, because Mighty can do the wall kick, and that can grant him...
And you're going to see that right now.
Yep. Oh my goodness. I let go of the spin too early.
Well, this... Oh, how the turntables.
The turntables? The turntables are turning, and the tables have been turned.
Exactly.
However, I'm remembering that I can utilize the Thok in midair, and I'm doing that right now, and I just took a skip that I didn't even tell you about. I completely left this a secret. In fact, I think I'm going to... Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Just barely.
And in fact, I screwed up a little bit, so...
Yeah. You're going to love seeing that in post. You're going to love seeing that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I made that a secret because I knew I had this in my head from yesterday that I'm like, I need to find a way to.
Well, it probably wouldn't help me if I knew it anyway. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm so glad I learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured out how to do that right before this recording started. Yeah. Oh,
that being said, though, it's making me be a little bit jittery with my spacebar presses.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, is that too loud? Can you hear my spacebar presses?
Nope, I cannot hear your keyboard. Hopefully you can't hear mine.
Cool. Thankfully, Discord, I have it, again, set to the... I should probably say this right now. We're using Discord now instead of Skype. Because,
it's infinitely better for our purposes.
Certainly. Only thing is, you have to, make a server for one-on-one calls. It doesn't have one-on-one calls, strictly group calls, as of right now. They might be adding one-on-one calls in the future, but as it stands, not right now. Oh!
Very close.
No! Oh.
Wow, there's no reason to charge a spin dash there. I should never do that ever again.
Really?
Seemed like it.
Oh.
Wasting too much time to try it. That's actually one of the fastest times I've ever had in this level.
I'm not getting a screen transition. Oh.
Oh, that's
There
weird.
we go. Don't worry, I didn't mean like... Okay, we had a problem before. There was an instance where we couldn't get... Or rather, initially whenever we were recording SRB2, we couldn't get the to show up after the level changed because of the screen transition.
Oh, no.
But thankfully, we fixed that. Both of us,
Yeah.
rather. With this new setup, I feel infinitely more comfortable playing rather than my first recording session. I'm doing a lot better, except for the fact that I just probably undid about 15 seconds of work.
Oh no.
That's the worst. When you're saying that you're doing better, and then on screen you screw up. It's like, watch me lie to your entire...
That's why I don't open my mouth unless
your
I'm
entire-
doing bad already.
Yeah, and of course you already hit the checkpoint. Yeah. You've got that, what is it, climbing up to the first pipe section easy, because you can do that wall climb.
Yeah,
If that's
exactly.
an action one.
Oh, this is slower than I would like to be doing this.
Oh my goodness, I'm also, like, 20 seconds behind now. Oh, man.
Oh man. Come on, mighty move. That's what I was saying earlier with how the wall climb is not perfect, because sometimes when I use it, Mighty just refuses to move forward when he gets to the top of the wall.
Yeah, I just, like... you're not seeing this, but I just, like, burned through that room of Dettons, so...
That's beautiful. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
it's impressive. You're
For
probably...
the record, we know like most of the enemy names.
Yeah. Most of them, when I was trying to, like, say the name of, the... What is it? Of course I forget in the middle of it. The albatross enemy that you know and I don't for some reason.
Bash.
Bash. I thought it was Buzz, but Buzz is the name of the actual bee enemy.
I forget what Bash is short for. Actually, it's bird
It's an
something
acronym?
something. It's an acronym.
Oh. You know, they list that in Doom Builder, or they used to. Because, I mean, oh, you've used the elevator already, of course. Oh, okay, cool, it opens up for me. I'm just gonna mash jump here.
Oh, I should have done that. That would have been fun.
Well, didn't you say you didn't want to do that initially? Because it might...
Yeah, but now I know that that I can wall climb up the elevator door, and that's suddenly more fun than anything else. I
see.
Another day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God race mode
30
skips over
seconds off.
bosses.
30 seconds off for the amount of times I flubbed. If I were to not have flubbed there, I don't think I would have done too bad, and we'd have finished at a time close to each other.
Also,
But-
for the record, we just discovered that we can change the countdown time in race mode for how long you have
Yeah.
to beat the level after the person already wins. So that's very good.
Oh wow, I should probably not take that path with the slight amount of latency problems I'm having, but they're not that big of a deal, thankfully.
For the record,
We
I'm
were
hosting the
setting
server.
prior. Yeah, we were setting this up prior to like get the ideal setup for how we could do this. Okay, first of all, I'm not going to make the first mistake that I did in the last recording. Do you remember? I was on this exact section. Down here, there is a puzzle. I did not... Crappy had already completed the level before I was even done with the puzzle. As Sonic. So, like, that was my entire Deep Sea Zone 1 experience for the initial recording.
It was very
Oh my
unfortunate.
goodness. I just, like...
nearly
that is
got
going
crushed.
to be impressive in post. I almost said impressive. That's not even a word.
It is now.
Thanks
I'm
to
very
me.
impressed with your work.
Oh, I appreciate that. What you're gonna see in post is I pretty much just like ninja hopped over the spikes. By that I mean I jumped on the spikes. It didn't register as a hurt box.
Oh man.
So like I pretty much I don't know how to describe it other than like ninja hopped over it. That was so cool. I have a goal to pull off that sort of crazy stuff in here on recording because that would be incredible to see.
Now you see,
I wanna
Chengi's
show
goal
you.
is to show off. My goal is to potentially win.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you're doing good so far. You're making that very obvious. And,
It can be stressful outside of the levels where, like, I have way more of a safety net than you do.
Certainly.
Also, for the record, last recording I didn't... I'm saying for the record a lot. Last recording I didn't do this, but every time that I beat the level first, I'm going to screen look him.
Yeah. It's fine. I've noticed
Because
I
I
say
want you all to
substantially a
appreciate
lot.
Jack Jim's model of Sonic. It's very good.
Yeah, you might notice I'm using the sprites because I don't play with MD2s, so...
MD2, by the way, is just the name of the model file that SRB2 uses.
Yeah, caught yourself in the middle of saying for the record. I shouldn't point that out, I'm sorry. But, I will let you say one mean thing about me now for me pointing that out. I can give you permission, complete permission to.
Okay, you have a voice that is pleasant on the ear. Shit!
How could you? I'm heartbroken, Crappy. I don't think I can finish this race with those very hurtful words. I
With all those
appreciate it,
thorns
though.
I shoved into your heart.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. I'm doing a lot better.
Good.
I keep
Makes it
forgetting.
more interesting.
I'm so used to... For practicing, I did some practice prior today, earlier this morning, rather. And I was so used to not seeing the checkpoints because I was doing it in replay mode. Or not replay.
Oh, you're
what is it,
using record attack?
Yep.
I can't do that because you can't open up record attack when you have modifications to the game.
Yeah, you're just slightly ahead of me.
We'll see
Oh
if
yeah,
that trend
that's right.
continues.
Because you're playing with Mighty.
Yeah.
This is the show. This shows like the disconnect in the characters we play.
Oh,
like
God.
I'm so used to being able to do it because I'm like vanilla SRB2 left and right, but he's Mighty. See, he's playing Mighty and he practices with Mighty to get better.
Yeah,
with
so I
Mighty.
end up practicing in...
As redundant as this is.
I ended up just hosting a server with nobody else in it and going into race mode.
Yeah. By the way, you've probably won this because I fell into the water like a very, very unskilled player.
Well, we'll see...
By the way, I didn't mean to say that people who fall in the water are unskilled. just throwing that out there. You can play this game, and you can, if you master it, it doesn't matter. You can be just as adequate as anyone else. You're the best SRB2 player in the world. Because actually, there's no wrong way to play this game.
Yeah.
It actually has multiple game modes. Which,
We're just talking about from the perspective of racing.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, you've basically got this. Are you in the?
I'm in the
I'm not
water
even
slide.
gonna. I was gonna guess actually, but
Oh,
I
sorry.
was gonna ask you to say if I was correct or not. What just happened there?
I'm great at ruining things.
No. No. You're perfectly fine. What happened was, I think I'm doing the Rising Pillar section, by the way. And actually, no, it's not the pillars that rise, but I just noticed now it's an FOF, which is a floor over floor. This is mapping terms. This is a little technical. See, that thing right there?
Yeah,
that
the
rises,
part of it,
not
just
the platform.
only the top part of it. I never noticed that because, well, I don't interact with them basically ever with any of the characters I actively play in this game.
I probably could have gone through that crevice and...
I will
But
say, I
whatever.
have actually run through this game and almost beaten it with Sonic. I've made it all the way to Egg Rock Act 3 before, but gave up at one point.
You've never
So
beaten it with Sonic, period?
Never beaten it with Sonic, period, but I played through the vast majority of the game with Sonic before, so I know what it's like. It's just... I just don't go back to it.
Yeah.
Probably I don't
It's-
go back to it enough.
It's, again, a matter of preference. I mean, I suppose, like, it also might be the fact that... I mean, let me ask you this. Who did you play most frequently in Sonic 3?
Also Knuckles.
But
I mean, when I was a kid, it's because he was like the novelty character, and I've always been into quote-unquote novelty or obscure or underdog
Okay,
characters.
that was the case for me when I was younger, too. But I would have expected you to say Sonic, because... Actually, no. It's understandable you'd say Knuckles, by the way.
I play Sonic
probably
more
should-
now than I used to in that game.
Oh my goodness, I can't do the skip. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
I was going to. I knew
missed
I
the
wanted,
RoboHood jump.
wanted to do it on camera. What happened is my camera got caught on the thing, and
That's fun. This is a good camera.
yeah. Oh my
It's not
goodness.
perfect.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm going to record that after this race. I don't care if it's not on this video. I will make a personal video doing it, showing you that I did it. Because prior to this, I keep trying to like go from one subject to another. But prior to this, I was doing some practice in CEZ Zone 1. Castle Eggman Zone 1. I should probably not say the acronyms, but...
In says zone.
Says
That's
zone.
redundant. Whatever.
No, beforehand I said, well, that's not important. But I was doing some practice with Sonic, and hello, I'm right behind you.
Oh, hi.
This is what I was able to... If I can pull it off, nope. That section right there, I was low enough in my initial practice before the race. I was low enough to not only get enough speed from the platform above... Okay, that saved me. Get enough speed from the platform... Okay, explaining this and trying to run through this at the same time.
You can
is not
explain
an
it
easy
later.
task. I feel like I should. I'm going to leave that to the video, okay? In fact, I will just drop the subject right now, and when I manage to do it,
That
I
is
will
literally
ask
the smoothest I've
Crappy.
ever run through this level. In any
Oh,
context.
thank you for telling me that you've already gone through it, but... Did you... Yeah, but I'll explain that. I will ask Crappy to, like, link that later. Maybe
Yes.
in an annotation or something.
It will happen.
I can't do the impressive skips here, but I will more than certainly show them off in a video of my own where I do practice, so... Oh, okay. That's the section I always, like, choke on. Like,
I've
making
actually
it across
started
that road.
working on landing on the bit that sticks out before the drawbridge in order to make sure I get that jump.
I see. Well, I always like having top speed when approaching it.
Oh yeah, well
But
I mean...
then again, I'm me, so...
The thing is, like, yeah, it's probably easier for me to land on that bit with top speed than it is for you. It's more of a precise timing for you than me.
Uh-huh. Oops. Of course, I'm like 5 seconds behind now. I'm trying to show off when I'm like getting... This is a lot better than it was in my initial recording when I'm getting like 28 FPS, but well, it's tolerable, thankfully. It's not hindering me too much. I have far more control in comparison to what I initially had, so I should stop saying initial. We're being redundant, very redundant today.
It's
I'm bad.
fine.
It is, but all right. Oh, that would have been too risky. You know the 3 springs just before the falling platforms?
Yes? Yes.
I was gonna see if I could use my spin state to like skip that if I had enough height from the last platform.
Oh.
That would have probably sent me back like too far, and that was not enough height to do it. I'm gonna see if I can't do the skip, and I missed the chain. I should probably get enough top speed. I've probably wasted so many seconds on Castle Eggman Zone 2 as it is.
I just realized that thing we were gonna do, I didn't mute the music.
That's, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. We can just
Don't worry
have your
about
audio.
it, folks. It was just we were considering doing audio in a way that we would be able to have all the sound effects without having like overlapping music or anything.
Yeah. Oh goodness, this like, oh whoa, what's going on there, buddy? I was caught in the I was caught in the chain in like the
Caught in a
hallway with all
crossfire
the
hurricane.
torches. Caught in a crossfire hurricane. It's a fighting game term, isn't it? Or
That's a song.
actually, huh.
Yes, but it's also a move that Abdul Stan uses in
That's
Part
yeah. Fuck, it was a JoJo reference. Okay, I was drawing a blank there.
3.
Yeah, shit. Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, I was thinking, where have I heard that before? Oh, JoJo.
Where have I heard that before? Oh, you know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's the answer for everything, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a fun situation for me to be
I
in.
was having trouble on this section in my initial recording too, but yeah, I think I'm having the same problem. But I will push through. I will push through. Oh, of course.
This is about where you were last time, except now you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, so thankfully I should... Okay, that was a nice maneuver there. I just gotta avoid these cannonballs.
They should use different textures to these platforms because they look like they're gonna collapse.
Yeah, it's a little bit off-putting because of the, this is Zone 2. This is where the, these look a lot like the collapsing platforms in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I totally see what you mean. I knew I was gonna get hit by a cannonball. I knew I wasn't gonna be free. I was hoping, but... didn't happen.
Sometimes you can't ask for much with SRB2.
No. But I can ask a whole lot in terms of how I actually enjoy this game. Like, I can ask it, hey, SRB2, do I feel like playing you today? Yes. Because you're such a good game. You know, I'm going to do the opposite of what I did last time and praise the developers, because I'm super scared. I'm just kidding.
No
yeah.
blasphemy toward the creators. Oh.
Oh, did you see that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That just set me back a little bit.
Oh my god.
Funny thing, I was doing, again, some practice before this because I desperately wanted this rematch. This rematch of a rematch, because our first recording was awful, and I screwed up again while explaining it.
That's super unforgiving.
It is, but like,
would you consider a different way to this level? Because there's got to be a way that's more Sonic friendly than this.
I just feel like maybe it's just putting me off a little bit. I mean, I can go through this area, but I just like going through there because it feels cooler, and I skip a big portion of the level. So that's what I was trying to do. Like you said, I was trying to show off. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing a lot.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And the first did not finish. But at least it was
thankfully
only here.
Yeah, so far. Let's try to make that a recurring theme, not having any DNFs. Which, I mean, we have the time, so that should be helping already.
This is like mutually our favorite level in the game right now.
Yeah, because I've practiced this one so many countless times rather. So many countless would be repeating myself, but
I sense a running theme.
Yeah, me too.
Me as well. I've touched upon this level quite a bit since I've gotten back into playing this game multiplayer. Because not only is it just really fun, but I know it's his best level and I want to beat him at it.
Well, it's not exactly difficult to do with Mighty, because I mean, like, there are sections where he can use his custom action to skip, like, by scaling walls. So like it's something that's a little more feasible for Mighty than it is Sonic, but also the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry, you go first?
No, it's fine. That was just me reacting to a missed jump, but I'm all good.
Okay.
SRB2 is a scary game.
I think we said that in our last video, didn't we?
Yes. But that's a phrase I have a tendency to just toss out anyway whenever I get really anxious in a game.
It's a very, like, once you're like going and you're doing things that are very intense, which is, this game is already intense enough as it is in the later levels. In fact, I don't think we've explained this before. This game isn't even finished because there's still plans to add far more levels than there already are. So the likes of Arid Canyon Act 2, which I'm super anxious to see because a continuation of my favorite level in the game. That's already... Yeah! That was cool! That was cool.
Oh man, can't wait to see that.
Yeah, even though that probably hurt me more than it helped me, but it was still unintentional and super cool to look at. That's probably going to happen a lot, but that's something we'll just have to wait and see. The future's yet to be decided.
The future is what you make of it.
I had to take this lower path because I missed the rope section, which I am normally able to get. But, oh well. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. It was not like the most comfortable recording session yesterday.
Not at all. In fact, quite the opposite. and there was a lot of technical stuff in the way, and that probably attributed to most, if not all of it. And the Unitas, I'm gonna say Unitas because I kept saying Orbinaut when it's actually a Unitas. The difference is the difference. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say the same thing you were about to say. I just wasn't sure if you were going to say it again.
I'll let you say it because I've talked enough as it is.
The difference is slight, but there is a difference. Orbinauts were in Sonic 1 and 2, or sorry, Sonic 1 and 3. Were they in 2, actually?
They were in Hilltop Zone, or those were the fire variants.
Yes.
No. The fire variants were in Labyrinth Zone. I believe.
No, I think...
No, actually, both of them are in Sonic 1 and 2, I believe.
I've never played Sonic the Hedgehog 2. No, I'm kidding.
How could you?
But there are Orbinauts in this game, but they're not used in the main campaign. Instead, we have these guys called Unitas, or Unitas, whatever, either way, who are Orbinauts, but they spin their terrible mace things of death around horizontally instead of vertically.
Oh, man. A lot of deaths this time around.
So far, I'm having no deaths, which is unusual for me in this level.
I gotta wait this out.
What? No,
I'm gonna do my best Jaleel White. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say I'm waiting. I bet like 3 of you were expecting me to say that. Simply because of the foot tapping Sonic had to do there. So, yeah. It's funny because you can technically import voice clips and stuff into SRB2 using taunts, but I've seen like little to no utilization of that ever.
You are going to love seeing what I just did in post.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Really
You're gonna love
stupid.
seeing like a lot of this.
It was not impressive, it was just really stupid and lucky.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't lose this whirlwind shield up. Guess what I finished my sentence with?
Losing the whirlwind shield?
Exactly. Hit that nail right on the head, Crappy.
Is that the first time I've beaten you at this level?
Might be.
I think it is.
I've noticed there's a lot of like alternating between who beats who at what levels between our recordings, because I feel like I had the gist of. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna die. Nope. Oh, we're living. We're living, people.
You are living.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna see if I can't do. I have 91 seconds. All right. Oh, you got the Orbinaut. I'm gonna.
He's just somewhere else. I didn't actually get rid of him.
It's fine. I'm gonna just move along. It's gonna try and see. It probably would have helped if I had gotten ahead of Crappy, but what I was gonna try and do is there's an Orbinaut that's normally present there, and something else that happened off of recording, which I'm so mad that it happened off of recording. I would have even settled for the poor recording settings that I had last time.
It's worth stating that as soon as we finished recording the last race, we immediately had a rematch.
Yeah, we did a post-race rematch, which we said so in the video, that you probably aren't going to see unless Crappy decides to upload it for whatever reason, but...
Maybe there's some highlights I can take out of it. Personally, I think it'd be best just upload one.
Yeah, most likely. I feel like that'd be the better thing to do, either way. But... God, I'm lost in thought. I was in the middle of something, and my mind is moving faster than what you're seeing on screen right now.
I finally did that wall jump that I haven't done in, like, multiple attempts.
Oh, nice. Let's see. I'm feeling a little bit shaky right now, like this section, for some reason. I don't know.
Maybe it's because you did something different earlier?
Yeah, like, I'm... Maybe it's because I'm used to, like, looking... Okay, here's the thing. I also look at the timer a lot when I'm speedrunning this game. Simply because, like, there'll be time-specific intervals. Like, case in point, I was explaining this to you. I don't know if we have it on recording. I don't believe we do. But it's good to know that in Castle Eggman in Zone 1, the swinging chains... I was explaining this to Crappy
earlier.
They're on a global timer. Yeah, basically. Think of, like, I suppose it depends. It all depends on how soon you started out. But think of like Randall in Yoshi's Story in Super Smash Bros. Melee. The Cloud, mind you. This is it's what people internally refer to it as. I mean, it might not have a name for all I know, but it basically works as though every certain amount of time. There are also cycles in which it goes. You have to like, I think it's like 7 seconds per swing. No, that can't be right. That
I
feels like
wouldn't
it's too
know
long.
personally.
I don't exactly have. Oh, nearly got crushed there. And
Are you talking about me or you?
I'm talking about me. Did you nearly get crushed?
Yeah.
I've like only spectated you 2
No, I
times
know.
so far. But, like the chains you can trigger in a Castle Eggman Zone 1 that you can swing off of. There's a system like again, there's a global timer, but also they swing around for a certain amount of time. And I mean, I only know not the duration for which they swing, but the time intervals at which they are at their lowest point. Like 2 right off the bat. If I'm at top speed, I can get 2 at 37 seconds and 47 seconds. Little
Nice.
speedrun tips for the kiddos out there. But that's at Sonic's fastest. If you're speedrunning with like Knuckles or Tails, but I mean,
You're not going to get
Speedrunners.
there anywhere near that quickly.
Yeah.
Well, no, you might still, depending on how you've used the level design, but you're not going to get there the
exactly.
same way.
So there's character-specific paths. I forgot to really take that into account. This section is going to be nightmarish with this slight bit of input delay. I did it! I did it last time where I couldn't. Or I did it
Nice.
this time where I couldn't last time. I was about to say the opposite of what I was going to say.
That would have been a cool time to ninja hop.
Yeah. But hey, I got the ninja hop on Deep Sea 1.
Yeah, I'm
so
looking forward to seeing that. Oh!
It's okay. It's okay. I can't get back up here, can I? I think I have to. It's okay. I've got
Really?
90 seconds.
That is punishing.
It kind of is, I
At least you got the
suppose.
checkpoint.
Yeah, that would have. So I don't have to go back and go through this awful section.
Nice. See, that's
Oh my
the
goodness.
kind of crazy stuff you can do with Thok that
Yeah,
almost
and now
makes
that
me
I can,
jealous.
And I can do that in midair. Again, I should be utilizing that. The like spin state thing with
Yeah,
chaotix.
it's hard to think about.
Again, yeah, like I said, muscle memory.
It's like I think about it with Mighty because he's a different character, and I almost assumed it was something exclusive to him because it makes sense for his playstyle, honestly.
Certainly, because I mean, oh, by the way, Krabby can just do that.
Yep.
I have
Well,
to
I mean, whenever the game
actually-
wants to let me move forward, thank you. That's what I'm talking
Wait a
about.
minute. This is probably going to be a pain. I do the fan section instinctively every time, and I
Mhm.
really shouldn't be. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If I hold jump, I could probably Thok to save myself out of this fan section, but
Probably.
no, that's not happening. I'll just take this path. Chances are Crappy's already won this race, but
We'll see.
yeah, that was actually far easier with... I should, you know, what I'm doing, I feel like my problem is when I'm playing this multiplayer is I'm playing it as I would in single player, and I'm not taking into account latency. And
I swear to God, that was the exact issue I was having in our Mighty race, and like other races too before that. I distinctly remember we got to this level, and you did the outside section first, but I still went in anyway.
Okay, Mr. Jettison, you cannot come up from behind me. That's very rude. I would have appreciated a word of
Sounds like
warning.
you're pretty close because I died in the outside part.
Did you just hit the checkpoint before the space section that you probably don't have to do? Wait, no, you're on a different path, aren't you?
Are you on a different path?
I take the I have to take the zoom tube to like open the door in the area.
Yeah,
there.
I just did that.
I shouldn't have Thoked, but I also forgot that I can Thok out of a fall state.
Yeah.
We say that a lot. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo. Yeah.
Yep. Figured I'd have a little fun with it. Also, I am losing oxygen fast.
It's
and
more brief than I concur.
Without a doubt, positively.
Alright, now this is just getting silly.
silly. This game is a serious game.
This is only for serious people.
Game about blue hedgehogs. Steel blue hedgehogs, as you see right now.
The Iron
cyan.
Hedgehog.
The Iron Hedgehog.
And
I love that movie.
I'm the Bubble-Dillo.
The Bubble Dillo.
We're officially pro wrestlers.
Those do sound like incredible pro wrestler titles.
I hate this little elevator with the sharps in it. Every time I get there, I forget to not trigger it because I can do that with my wall jump.
So I see you've already triggered the door, or the zoom tube, rather.
Yes.
You're probably all the way further than I. Yep, you are just there.
I'm at the
probably catch up to you.
I am at the disappearing platform section.
Which is going to be super fun for me.
Yep. It's a Sonic only event. I think they want it to be Knuckles only too, but you can skip it by climbing onto a wall before it stops letting you climb on walls.
Yep. I shouldn't have jumped there. This is probably going to take me the remainder of the race. You know, okay.
Yeah,
it's
while
funny
I'm
because
over in Egg Rock Act 3, you'll still be here in Egg Rock Act 2.
We were thinking of doing like a style where we basically recorded 2 separate single-player playthroughs. So this,
Similar
that
to
could
how
very
they
well-
would do races in other settings, or even more specifically like speed runs.
So that was our plan, but we decided it'd be far more interesting to like play it on the same server. Not only that, but I feel like if the way we're doing it now keeps the pace up, and as a result, would potentially result in a shorter video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not get hit by these turrets, and that is not what I meant to do.
Oh no. Oh, you made it past I keep saying disappearing platform section.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. First time, I did the first section of the disappearing platforms. I forget if that's in the first act of Egg Rock or the second act. I think it might be the first act. The blue ones with the, like... Yeah, it was the first act, because I finished... Or did I finish the first act? Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm surprised, by the way. I'm not getting DNF
Actually,
like every other race.
Yeah, it's not just that, but that's like when you've almost consistently not finished up to this point. Just because of that lava room.
So thankfully, I'm doing like incredibly better than I was last time. So and all I have to do is Thok across here, and
Done.
There we are. I mean, at least I'm like mildly showing off. Despite, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, I suppose, because like it's still not 1-to-1. But
And this is the fun part.
certainly. You always take my rings when we're doing this.
Sorry.
No, don't be. It's a race. It's a competition. It's friendly competition, mind you.
Sorry. No, but I made this observation in the last recording session. I believe it's that a fully charged spin dash might even be faster than a Thok.
Well, the difference is, I think I went into analysis on it further as soon as you brought this up, so we're basically retracing our footsteps. But,
That's fine.
The thing is, there's a slight difference between a spin dash and a Thok. See, the spin dash is something that you would use to keep constant, or something that would have an instantaneous top speed. Rather, it would decelerate over time, but say the Thok, which I actually probably should not even be explaining this while I'm trying to do this section, the reverse gravity section. But, oh my goodness. Ooh. I probably sound like absolutely more anxious than I should be right now because of that. Like that section right there is I have to devote all of my attention to that section.
Yeah, that's very intense because Sonic is the only character who absolutely mandatorily has to do that platforming.
Yeah. Have you beaten Metal Sonic with Knuckles?
Yes, I hate it because
Is it difficult? I'd like to see that after. Do you want to go? Do you want to speak about that first, or do you want to
I want to go here.
All right. Well, I meant, do you want to explain Knuckles against Metal Sonic first?
Basically all you need to know is that the only ways you can approach him after you've already... the only way that you can hit him, since you don't have a nice air dash to just jump right at him... Oh, that was dumb what I just did. You have the glide, but the glide goes straight through him as opposed to bouncing off like the Thok does. And you can try to jump at him, but that takes way more precision to actually maneuver your momentum towards something as opposed to just diving straight at it because you have a move that can do that. So more often than not, I end up like gliding straight through him into the electric barrier because after I react to the fact that I've actually hit him, I have to quickly, very quickly, turn around. It is hard. It is not fun.
I can imagine.
Fighting him with Mighty is also
sound
not
feasible.
fun because I don't even have any way of quickly approaching him outside of just jumping at him.
Goodness me, I can't imagine doing it with Knuckles because like I said this so many times in the last video, but as a Sonic player, like it's so foreign not having that Thok.
Yeah.
Like that instantaneous like burst of speed, which by the way, I love this section with Knuckles Chaotix because wham, right over there. It makes things so much faster.
Yep.
Because like there'll be these automated sections that you just saw like 5 seconds ago with a bunch of springs in a row where you basically just don't hold on to any directional input at all, and like you'll just sort of let it play itself, if you will. No, with Sonic, when I can go back into my spin state and Thok out of it, I can also do this for this section, which is probably super risky, that I'm going to show off right now. And oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have.
I'll have to see that later.
That being said, though, I had fun doing that. I don't care if it cost me a few seconds, because like I like overshot it, but I also, at the same time, like, oh yeah, I can also do that. That's what helps me a lot. That's what I kind of wanted to explain, because like I hit a backward spring that would normally send me backwards, but because or send me backwards, sent is past tense. But
Oh, okay, there we go. Not too
I hit a
bad.
spring that
Only
would
one
normally-
death and try and do the terrible jump that I hate.
yeah. I was
Worth
going-
noting,
What was I saying?
I'm in the Knuckles path. This level is designed very heavily around the 3 main characters, or mostly Sonic and Knuckles. Tails can do whatever the hell he wants, really. But, you know, Mighty's a custom character, so what the hell do you do with him? You try to get by.
Tails does whatever he wants. He plays by his own rules. Tails is a rebel.
Tails is a renegade.
What did you say? Tails Renegade?
Is a renegade. But that also works.
That sounds like the name of a ROM hack. Like a super dark and twisted, like Tails has to like avenge Sonic or something like that. That would be like the ideal April Fool's ROM hack. You know, April Fool's is coming up. ROM hackers out there, do me a favor, make this.
Have you heard of
Just kidding,
that
you don't
one comic that's like really dark? And it's, there's something about Tails. That's what it's called.
That's a webcomic, isn't it?
Yeah,
That was on. Okay,
that was
I'm
on the
about
Mystical
to-
Forest
that-
Zone.
I was gonna say that's exactly where I read Insomnia.
Same.
God, remember Insomnia?
Yeah.
Oh goodness,
That was something.
something is the best way of describing it without like being a little bit.
I don't
too,
think I would enjoy it anywhere near as much at my current age as I did when I was younger.
Certainly, I had like a far different sense of humor back then than I do now. I mean, it's interesting because the other day, I should probably. I don't know if you want to see it again, but I discovered a blog that has uploaded several of the Insomnia comic strips.
I mean, maybe I'd like to revisit at some point to remind myself what it was like, because it's been years and years.
I couldn't like stomach halfway through, but okay. To whoever like, I forget the author of the webcomic. I think his name was Majin or something.
Maybe.
I don't exactly remember any of the Mystical Forest Zone staff. So, like, if any of you are watching this, I apologize for getting your names incorrect if I did, but, I don't think I'm going to finish this in 90 seconds.
Man, I didn't realize
give
it
it
could
a
take
shot.
this so much faster.
You took the Knuckles path?
Yeah, the thing is, like, for the most part, you made this observation when we first tried Aerial Garden in the Mighty race, that, this doesn't seem like it's a safe level for Mighty because it has so few walls. That's only actually really accurate to one room. And that's the first room of the... That's the first Knuckles mandatory room.
That's
As soon as you get
super
to the
interesting.
second Knuckles mandatory room, he can just wall kick in the corner, up and up and up and up and up, because he doesn't have to get stopped by the progressively closing in walls like Knuckles does.
Yes. Did you...
Yeah, I'm done
First of all-
spectating.
Alright, cool. So I didn't have to
Whoa.
explain.
What was
I
that?
also had to remind myself... What was what?
Your voice got, like, loud for... Or got, like, the audio clipped and distorted for about half a second. It's really
That-
weird.
That might be Discord doing that. I've
Yeah.
explained this before. I think it might just be at high CPU usage, where my voice... It seems to happen no matter what program I use, but it's giving me incentive to... I can't finish this in 12 seconds. I'm just going to DNF. I'll take the DNF. I don't know if it's really something I should... It's not exactly noteworthy to explain on video, but if you're curious about it, hit me up in a message, I suppose. But it's something not only I'm probably like super embarrassed about because I have a really bad computer, but it's not important is also the thing. But here we go. This is going to be fun.
Yep, this is the second super level of Sonic Road Blast 2. Note that this and the previous level were developed by the same person. And in fact, none of the previous levels in the game were developed by that person. Maybe they had some help in revamping them over time, but certainly did not create them. Just, you know, kind of paints a picture in your head of what this person is.
Mm-hmm. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And first of all, your game is beautiful, but you have put me through countless hours of blood, sweat, and tears.
And also, why are you watching this?
Yes, you should be working on 2.2. Please,
Yes.
please.
Please devote your entire life to
We
making
shouldn't
this
be
game that we
begging.
play.
We shouldn't be begging.
No. We've already gotten a lot. This is a completely free fan game.
Yeah. In fact, I encourage you, if you haven't already, those of you who are watching, you should give it a shot. If you like classic Sonic, this game is right up your alley. Even if you like Doom, I feel this game would be right up your alley.
The thing about
it's
this game is that, like, and a couple of our friends, Kevin and Brett, can attest to this, it feels super clunky at first, but once you get used to it, it really does feel like currently the best 3D adaptation of classic Sonic gameplay there is.
I can completely, I agree with that statement 100%. I feel like there have been other attempts, like stuff like, if you've heard of Sonic GDK,
Yeah.
that's still in development, or rather, it's not really a fan game, but more of an engine. But that's like an attempt, but I feel like even then, despite it being far more advanced, doesn't exactly have the feel of a classic Sonic game. And it might just be because SRB2, as it stands, has a little bit more base game content. Might just sort of be that. Does that sound unfair? Like
I don't
judging
know.
it on the amount of content it has is, I feel like.
Mighty, you want a wall jump? Thank you. Goodness. There are very few select times where instead of bouncing off the wall, he'll just continue to stick to it and go back into his sliding animation.
Mm-hmm. You can't spin state out of your slide animation, can you?
Well, the slide... I don't think that's necessarily even a point, because like the slide animation is just what he goes into when he's hanging against the wall and you hold jump. So as soon as you let go of jump, he's gonna bound off it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should probably move this gargoyle because I can totally see myself spawning on that checkpoint and like being able to never respawn again because it's on the spawn point.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that's the thing I accidentally did to you.
No, 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 no. You didn't do it. I did it myself because I thought into the gargoyle. So
okay.
This was my mistake. If I didn't like fix that, I would have been like, what happened there? But thankfully I thought, okay, actually no, I spawned to the left of that. I didn't even have to worry about it. And I'm going through the section with no rings.
Yeah, that's me right now. I'm currently terrified.
Well, that's kind of what you come to expect from Azure Temple.
But I slowly learned this level over time.
Actually,
and I understand
no,
what points I can take slow and which points I have to really rush through.
Yeah, crappy, we're in race mode. The rings respawn, remember?
Yep. But I was at a place where I'd lost all my rings and there's no checkpoints for quite a while. So it's just more frustrating than anything else.
Because if I screw up... Yeah. You'll notice I'm taking my time in this level as opposed to showing off because this is,
you
let's
can't
face
show
it,
off
Sonic,
in Azure Temple
water.
Zone. Not until you've played it for years and years.
Oh my goodness.
That is my
I
personal
be doing
feelings on the
this.
matter.
Oh, okay. I just did another super cool thing. You know the Aqua Buzz?
Yeah?
I was able to hop off of it. As in, like, I did a jump off of it. That is so cool, and I probably had that section, but I took too long on going to the, what is it, the fire gargoyle.
Trap goyle.
Yeah, trap goyle.
I only know that thanks to the wiki.
I should really read the wiki, because I feel like, does the wiki give any, like, tips on speedrunning and stuff, or is it
on some levels where the articles are fleshed out enough, yeah. Like it has stuff for green flower, and it mentions it has like very specific stuff for green flower, and then on other pages it mentions like general stuff to keep in mind. Like Arid Canyon, it says try playing Tails because there are a lot of sections where Tails can just fly up through things that Sonic would normally have to deal with, or Knuckles would normally have to deal with, or well, Knuckles is slow, but you know.
Yeah. I've got a simple write-up for Green Flower and Sonic. 2 words: spacebar.
Yeah. Ah!
That is all you need to know.
I burned my foot.
Actually, no. I shouldn't be saying that because again, the keys may differ.
They differ on my end, but that's just because I'm weird.
I've said this. Did I say this during recording? But I play it like an FPS. Crappy plays it similar to
like if I was emulating something.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with a keyboard instead of a controller.
Yeah. I realized that he actually uses a keyboard for multiple things, such as outside of recording last night. He explained to me that when we were playing, oh my goodness, I should not be going through this section with no rings. This is
the same section
totally
that took me like 10 minutes last time we recorded. It's this long stretch.
Yep. Was there a checkpoint back there? Did I completely miss that checkpoint? Anyways, I need to like stop starting new stories and keep finishing what I'm talking about. That's something I've been doing, but Crappy told me that he doesn't use controller for most of his stuff that he does on PC, which I mean, to each their own, but I found out that he played me in a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future on keyboard. And I'm like, I could not do that. I can't. It's just... For a fighting game, first of all, I'm not even good at fighting games that aren't Smash Brothers. I couldn't do it on a keyboard.
Yeah, the thing with me is that I just can't do inputs on a joystick or D-pad. I mean, D-pads are fairly obvious, I feel. I don't think most people could do inputs on D-pads, but people have adjusted to doing inputs on joysticks, and oh my god, this level. Because people play, like, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, clearly they have adjusted to using a joystick for doing motions. You can't play without being able to do special moves and supers.
I would have thought that, like, motions would have been somewhat more easier to do with... I mean, not necessarily with timing, but with accuracy on a keyboard, because, like, you could just press whatever your key is for down, and, like, if you want to do a Hadouken, you just do the motions by pressing the corresponding keys.
Yeah, I press down, I press and hold down, and I press right, or left, and then I let go of down, and then I press the thing. That's all I need to do.
By the way, I don't even know the input for a Hadouken. I just threw that out there.
Nice.
I know that's a fighting game thing, and I also know it because Ryu's in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and he has his inputs in Smash Brothers.
That is also true. Most of which I end up doing by accident.
Yeah, I try to do them and fail. So that's
This is not...
the difference.
Speaking of failure... Speaking of failure, I'm gonna, like, lose my ring. I need to hold on to this ring for the remainder of this section, because it yes, thank you.
Oh my god.
It makes traversing...
That's like the best I've ever done in this level, period. Right there.
Oh, are you done?
I mean, I'm mostly done with the real challenging aspects, except for, the pits. Oh, I got crushed. Oh no! There's no checkpoint!
Oh my goodness.
I get to do it all again.
That's, you know, I did that myself, because I was in the, Zelda sound, by the way.
Yeah.
I did the, what was it, the section with all the aqua buzzes, and I got through that section. There wasn't a checkpoint either, and I was doing the like, hallways with the gargoyles.
I vaguely know now what I need to do for all these, trap goyle sections is just executing it.
Just easier said than done, you know?
Yeah. But I now actually know the timing for jumping over some of these flames without getting hit by other ones.
Easier said than done can be said about both super.
Why do I keep getting caught in there?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
I feel like I should spectate you, but I also need air. That's a bad idea.
the ones that are in the walls, you can very easily, if you're running through with enough speed, get into those alcoves and then not have enough time to get away before, because you're probably going to try to jump out like I try to do on instinct and then can't. And there's not enough time to get away from that before they shoot more fire on their timer.
I see. I'm sorry. My mind right now is on trying to breathe underwater. So, like,
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Most people can't breathe underwater.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I'm trying to pick up, but that's actually not a problem now that I've gotten into the room with the elemental shield. But, like, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Something probably.
Something. I mean, words are normally said.
Yeah. Most of the time, anyway. Some words are not said.
Some screams are, I have no mouth and I must scream.
Some screams you don't have a mouth for.
Yeah. I was making a cross joke there unintentionally. I was trying to go for I have no mouth and I must scream, but I was also going for the name of an ad campaign.
Oh.
Which, it's unimportant, but it was like a PETA ad campaign.
Oh.
And it was super weird, and probably I shouldn't discuss it, but, I don't know. At your own discretion. It's just... First of all, it's about PETA, so you know what it entails, but it's just not it's not pretty, so... That was the most awkward, drop in conversation ever. I apologize.
Whatever. Wait, what am I doing? I need air more. Don't get rings, get air. Get air, get air. Okay. And don't forget, you dummy, there's no checkpoint here. So don't die, you dummy.
Hey, you big drip, where you going?
Hey, you big drip. Hey, you big drip, where you going?
We need to fill the last race with Sonic references. We need to fill that.
Oh, yeah.
We need to do that.
We somehow
didn't
managed
do that
to just
in our
not do it
recorded
again.
ones. Yeah.
Checkpoint, 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 checkpoint.
Let's see. What's another one? Long time no see. That's a very good Sonic reference.
Yeah, that's the one. That is, in fact, the one. So you could say it's from Sonic Adventure, you could say it's from Sonic Adventure 2, you could say it's from Sonic Heroes, you could say it's from Sonic 06. Was it ever in any of the games after Sonic 06?
I feel like it might have. I could be wrong, but I'm doing this... Speaking of things that I could be wrong in, I think I'm doing this section completely wrong. That gargoyle is not even hitting that. First of all, I should go for that shield.
Yeah.
This
Anytime we can get an
puzzle-
elemental shield, go for it. I know there are other places for elemental shields too that I could probably be taking advantage of, but I'm not. Wow.
Okay, maybe I don't have this puzzle down. I thought it was wherever the crystals were closest to, where you put the gargoyles, but...
Consult the wiki.
The strategy guide. The Prima official strategy guide for Sonic Row Last 2. I would buy that if that existed,
buy that.
by the way. I remember strategy guides so vividly.
Me too.
I grew up without internet, so like that was my way of...
Oh,
you were
okay.
close to the finish.
I grew up with internet, but still had strategy guides because, well, stuff like in 2001 for Christmas I got a Game Boy Advance with Super Mario Advance Super Mario Advance 2 because of Super Mario World, and that came with the game strategy guide.
Do you want me to give you a chance to finish the level?
No, you go ahead and finish. I'm actually not that far away.
Yeah, because I'm like, but like if you die multiple times, you know? Because like I don't want to like, I don't know. What do you think? Because I mean, you know, I've technically won, but go for it as in finish.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what?
You know,
I'm not going to finish alone.
Good old TT voice. Go for it.
I want you to spectate me.
Okay.
Okay. Just so you know, we're not in this alone. We're bringing a friend. So,
good.
What are your interests? What do you like to do, Mr. Gargoyle?
Doesn't seem to talk much.
One. Yeah, he's not one for conversation. Anyways, let's look at Crappy on both screens because this isn't going to be interesting at all.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Very good shot. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
Again, much better recording the second time, I feel. But hey, I don't think we... Even if we don't do this, we've still got Mario Koopa Blast.
Pipe Towers. I know it's so easy to call it that, but that has not been the game for a little bit.
Well, all that being said, it's still internally... The mode is internally referred to as Mario Koopa Blast. But,
oh, really?
yeah, that's the theoretical game type when determining things in the level headers. Which is more map mumbo-jumbo that our viewers don't understand, but...
Whoops, I didn't press spin before. I can still do this.
I think I heard myself on that end. Is it like, is the loud thing that you were mentioning earlier popping in and out?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know why
I used
that
to have
was.
the timing for this down when we played before. Oh, now I'm gonna die.
You almost had it. You almost had it. That was... Wow, that was so close.
I thought I could do it, but it's not looking like that's possible.
I'm gonna check up on the gargoyle.
There we go, that's what I wanted to do, except I still got hit. Oh, cool.
Oh, you know what, interestingly enough, let's spectate what Crappy's view is in first person for the last 10 seconds of this race, because I can do that. He's probably playing in third person. Yeah.
What hit me? Oh,
you ran out of time. Yeah, you're...
No, I didn't notice because the drowning music gets canceled if you get error. The drowning music that it also uses for the timer.
Oh, shit. I can totally see why that'd throw you off. Alright.
Here we go.
Pipe towers?
Get it? It's a joke, anyway.
Oh, I get it. It's just like Crash Bandicoot. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, I messed that up. It's just like Bubsy. Am I close?
It's just like the Great Gianna Sisters.
Oh, that's actually a really good one. Yeah.
Okay, that didn't kill me.
That was certainly a step up from my jokes.
I don't know, I like Crash Bandicoot.
But like, that's actually it's a Mario joke. It's not really a Mario joke. Let's call it a Liquid Mario joke because it's not. That's something I do. I just refer to like something that isn't what it is or inferior as the Liquid variant. You know, Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. But
man, Liquid never gets a break.
Really doesn't.
He's also kind of an asshole.
Oh, I thought you were talking about liquid as in like everything that is a liquid. But I don't know.
Wait, I don't go this way. What am I doing?
I'm like still on the first section, embarrassingly enough.
Oh. I just kind of like got lost for a moment. There we go. Wait, no. I've been here. I've been here before.
I've been lost in thought that how great this game is.
Is that where I want to go? That's where I want to go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, screw that path to the water. Because I can do this.
You know, it's funny I talk about how great this game is after we just got done with
The worst
Azure
level.
Temple Zone. Yeah, the worst level ever. First of all, we're not offending, we're not trying to make you mad, Mystic. We love you very much, both of us. By the way, what I
You're
said
gonna nerf
about
that spin
2.2,
dash, and I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, me too. Just don't touch my Thok. Don't touch my Thok.
They're not
That's
going to.
all.
They have. There's been so much discourse on the forums about nerfing the Thok, mostly for multiplayer reasons. But they're like, we don't really care about the multiplayer. We're talking about single player.
This is probably in poor taste, but I suppose you could say my favorite character is problematic. I'm like, I give like everybody permission to call me the biggest meanie on the planet.
No. Oh, what? Hey, so you know the black walls in the underground section that, you know, they represent the abyss that you can't go through?
First of all, I love how you're referring to it as the abyss. That's a brilliant term for it. Second of all, yes.
You can wall kick off those.
Get the fuck out.
I thought it was going to be like the invisible Thok barriers in every other outside anything, but no.
Let's see.
So that was
Hey,
very lucky
hey,
for me.
hey. Oh,
Oh, where'd you come from?
I was quite literally behind you. I saw you in like the rising platform section, and I was just about ready to speed by. I'm like, oh my goodness. That was a perfect thing to finish on. But
Yes, it
actually,
was.
You know what? You know what? This is just me suddenly bringing it up now, but first of all, no. You probably don't even want to think about doing circuit because I'm playing Sonic, but there's the circuit thing we did in the Mighty race.
Yeah.
But I feel like that wouldn't be fair.
There would only be like 2 levels I would actually have any chance of beating you on.
That is true. So maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I feel like this ran by rather quickly, but I mean,
It did, but we could also do something else.
that is true. Be it recording it or not, but you know what? Just for old time's sake, do we want to like go through Metal Sonic again, like seeing if we can't like finish? If I can't finish, well, we both finished actually. I don't
Yeah,
think
we
there's
did.
any need to do that, but I don't know.
What
Well-
levels did you not finish? You didn't finish Castle Eggman 2.
That
You
was
didn't
'cause I
finish
got
Egg Rock
stuck.
1. Wait, no, you did. You didn't finish... Wait. You finished Egg Rock 2, right? Did you? Wait.
I did finish Egg Rock.
Did you not finish
It was
Red
one of
Volcano
the
this
Egg Rock
time?
acts. Oh my goodness. I feel... We might have to pause and take a look at the video footage. Like, we might do that. Do we want to do that?
I think we're gonna do that.
Alright, it'll be a two-parter for this one, folks. See you next video.
That was tough.